Well, this year, the way we celebrate the holidays will obviously look very different, and that can take an emotional toll on us. Well, 23 ABC's Callan Hobman took an in-depth look at the ways our mental health may be impacted during this holiday season and what we can do about it.
Being home for the holidays this year might actually mean being on home page. With the pandemic still ever present, celebrating this holiday season with family may be difficult or even impossible. Bakersfield therapist Jacob Counts says this can impact us emotionally.
Emotionally and mentally, it burns us out. And when you have that increased isolation, this is where the word depression can stem from. It depresses us. Like, imagine pressing something down. That's us.
Many people are still hoping this holiday season will look the same as any other, but Counts says the reality is that's probably not the case. So instead of waiting to see how you feel once the holidays arrive, he says one of the biggest ways to help ourselves is taking preventative steps ahead of time.
If we set our bar of expectations pretty high, chances are the level of disappointment might be just as high as well. So one good thing is to remind yourself, I'm allowed to tweak my expectations a bit, maybe lower the bar, and do what I can with the cards that we're kind of all dealt with.
Counts says social media can also have a major impact on us as the holidays quickly approach. Seeing what others are doing can make us feel jealous or left out.
Do you need to spend your time in that other present moment, others versus your very own? You're taking away from your piece of life just for that moment. And I think it's worth to trying to make the most of what you have in front of you.
He recommends stepping away from the phone as much as possible and remembering what we see online isn't the full picture.
What people can do is to remind themselves that that is their reality for the moment, that other person's. When you focus so much on that other person's reality, you forget your very own.
When we are feeling down, Counts says pushing ourselves to connect with others helps because chances are they feel the same way.
Knowing that, okay, we're all thinking in our thoughts, this is not as great as we thought, but we're still together, or we're still connected, or we're still texting each other, or we're still cold calling each other, we're still sending letters to each other, things like that.
And instead of focusing on how much you miss past holiday seasons or worrying about future ones, remembering that this is temporary and staying grounded in the present moment can ease our minds.
Just like if you are in a classroom, you're daydreaming about the future, but then all of a sudden you hold a pen in your hand and you start rubbing it and you're like, okay, I got to be present. Or you're chewing gum and you're reminded by the taste. And those little things like that are grounding skills people can try to make themselves present and to remind themselves, okay, this is going to be short-term, temporary for the holidays. I can look forward to a little bit later.
One strategy Counts recommends for combating negative feelings is actively doing things that create the opposite emotion.
There's this concept of fake it till you make it mentality. And a lot of research shows that even if you fake a smile, there's things that change in the brain that kind of give us more energy.
He says having your favorite movie, song, or activity on hand can also boost your mood. And seeking out professional help may be something you never considered, but Counts says it can make all the difference right now.
Right when you walk in, it's just honest conversation, and you feel things that maybe you haven't felt before, or think things you haven't thought before. And when you start straightening those out, things connect. You start connecting with people. You start connecting with yourself.
If you or someone you know needs extra support as we head into this holiday season, you can head to our website, turn23.com, for more mental health stories, as well as some resources. Here in Bakersfield, Callan Hobman, 23 ABC, connecting you.